Infiltration. There was the rare flub where he lost the one game, but it was almost a convincing 3-0. It turned out to be a 3-1, but we'll see if Yukadon can, you know, find the chink in that armor that is Infiltration's defense and movement. Here it is, our losers finals of EVO 2016. It's going to be a Nash mirror, Razor Infiltration on the left, Yukadon on the right. Early offense from Yukadon, you can see the pressure, delayed crouching fears to try to frame trap.
Yeah, this is already different already, because if I remember, Yukadon played a little bit defensively last time, but this time he is definitely going a little bit more aggressive. You see the forward dashes, chasing Infiltration into the corner.
Yeah, early offense already. No anti-air on that neutral jump. Didn't want to risk it in time in case the crouching medium punch was stuck. EX side.
Yeah, anti-air with the EX side, trying to apply the pressure. Infiltration just wants to get out of the corner. Gets the neutral jump to beat the knee.
Throw tech again. EX for pressure. He had the frames, but Yukadon with the challenge. Air to air. Infiltration really caging him in the corner.
Now Infiltration. Oh, great reaction with the anti-air once again. Yukadon now with only just a little bit of life left to take it, but there's no Infiltration getting the jump, and he's going to be able to get him.
Spends the EX to try to close it, but still not enough. The V trigger still available cross side, but the EX,
yeah.
Genius. Knew that there was going to be another fireball. Throws it out. Infiltration first round. It was a tough one. It was definitely not as convincing as the ones he's had before.
Yeah, Yukadon threw a fireball and decided to chase after it, and that's why it was smart for Infiltration to counter with the EX so he can get that second fireball. But Yukadon, once again, going on the offense on the verge of dizzy, and yes, gets a crouching light kick. Just like that, starting with a huge amount of damage, not going to spend meter, of course, because he has such a high lead now.
You're absolutely right. Such a lead at this point. No reason to spend any of that gauge. Rush. Well, he's going to take some of it back.
Yeah, takes half of that bar, you see, just like that.
And B gauge now available. Infiltration sitting on meter as well. Okay, he's just a few from taking this.
Oh, great blocks.
And had that been sighted. The jump
he had to save himself.
To save himself for sure.
Yeah. Soon as he saw that jump, great reactions from Yukadon to cancel the V trigger and get out of there. And then also, great reaction. Oh, wait.
Got him. Yeah, there it is. Just buffered it. As soon as he was knocked down, thought that there was going to be a fireball, and there was. Now pressure for Infiltration goes for the jump.
Once again, I think, okay, he's got over the fireball. But Yukadon has definitely been playing very defensive, very blocking in a lot of situations, not getting frame trapped a lot. I expect Infiltration to go for the throws now.
There it is. Keeps up the offense. Jump over. Gotta watch for the overhead, and he does. Great punish from Yukadon. Meaty boom. But out of there is Infiltration.
Oh, chases down.
Yeah, great punish. Throw. Oh, he's only a few from stun. It's gonna be stun.
And he's gonna be able to build up enough meter for the critical art, so he's gonna be able to take this first game.
So, Yukadon already closing out the first game. Last set, he only got the one.
That's right.
So to get the early first game here against Infiltration is massive. We'll see if he can make the adjustment, but man, what a first game from Yukadon.
You mentioned it too, Infiltration all year long had been seemingly almost invincible in this game, and then finally, that CEO Tukita was able to defeat him in Grand Finals. It was like the first sign of a weakness, or that perhaps people were catching up to him. Here we see Yukadon getting a lead against Infiltration in this loser's final set.
Now, oh, there's the trade on the boom. You see Yukadon slowing things down a bit now, actually. He had so much offense before, and, you know, feels that the pace is better this way, but now Infiltration's picking things up. Close to stun. And there it is.
Off of the standing roundhouse. Oh no, but accidentally does the crouching heavy punch a little too slow. But Infiltration now, you see, is also trying to play very aggressive now. That was tricky.
He blocked it, you can see.
Yeah.
There's the confirmed counter hit forward roundhouse. Crouching jab, great work from Infiltration to close it out.
Round 2.
See if he can keep this up. Early boom, oh, forward heavy punch too.
Trying to flip him out of the air.
Forward like it.
Yeah, just to get away from the cross-up situation. Blocking that cross-up gives the opponent so much frame advantage, and you have to deal with the mix-up, so just avoid it as best as you can.
Yeah, why even put yourself in that situation in the first place?
Nice reaction with that crouching medium punch, but here comes Infiltration, confirmed off of the counter hit knee.
That was great work, huge damage on this again. This is the kind of round you expect from Infiltration. See what the rest of it looks like. The jump in again. Anti-air trades, he gets the combo. Yeah, great follow-up.
Not true invincible in the EX side, only high invincible, but nice beat trigger from Yukadon. Gonna get in there. And again, both of these players are playing so defensive.
Critical art, there it is.
Builds it up, yep, there it is.
He's had it on deck. You see that stand medium punch. Just out
What's
there.
the mix-up afterwards?
Overhead, great block and a punish. Infiltration EX. out of the air. He got the counter hit. If it had been EX, it would have been. But the throw Infiltration clutch until the end.
And look at that look on Infiltration face. No panic, no stress at all. It was just like, okay, I got
Business
this.
as usual.
Exactly. Infiltration tying it up 1-1. A little bit of a smile on Yukadon's face. It's stressful, but you gotta imagine playing on the stage. Gotta be so much fun.
Buffer from Yukadon.
Now Yukadon again, like I said, I feel like the biggest change we've seen from Yukadon is that he is being very aggressive.
Yeah, but the last game he slowed it down a bit. There wasn't as much aggression, and because of that, I think Infiltration took advantage. In with the moonsault.
I mean, sometimes it is a good idea to keep switching between being aggressive and then being defensive to keep the opponent guessing. But in this case, it seems like Yukadon definitely has more success from being aggressive because right now he's playing a little more defensive and it's costing him.
Infiltration keeping up the offense. Oh, went for a setup, but there was late rise, so he didn't get anything out of it. Didn't recognize it in time. Man, forward liking anti-air from Infiltration, so clinical.
At that range where you just don't feel like he can hit you, so you don't touch a button on the way down, get met in the air with that towards light kick.
Lots of gauge for Infiltration as well, though not out of this round yet is Yukadon. One big jump could do it.
Ooh, only threw one fireball on that EX. Went under and went for the throw, but great tech from Yukadon.
No meter left. Okay, yeah,
What a
great.
dash under and getting that. And he is going to be caught out of his delay by that knee. Great punish there from Infiltration. Infiltration takes the lead in this losers finals match.
A whip punish with EX side. What an answer. Other side gets to confirm, punish the landing frames. And out of there. Man, chase down too. What a round so far from Yukadon, although Infiltration survives the stun. So far, at least. Oh, he gets through?
Yeah, he knew that that wasn't a true block string. Trying to get through, wasn't able to punish, but then steals a little meter, gets in the corner.
Won't be able to get out of there.
I love it. Looks like he's escaping, but then turns it right back and around into an attack. Oh no, ooh, not punished though.
Yeah, Infiltration didn't stick out anything that reached. Medium kick is good. Full target combo, and there's the confirm, yeah.
That's a target combo we almost never see. You always forget that he has it.
Yeah, very rare that you see it out, but Yukadon had it. It was an excellent confirm. Jump early for Infiltration, block on the other side.
Two sonic moves to keep himself with the pressure in close. Yukadon again. Now backing up a little bit, trying to find the moment to go on the offense, but oh, nice.
He has
Neutral jump on
huge gauge for
offset.
himself as well. And he hit, oh, what a delay, and Infiltration steals
Waited
it.
so long. These guys both have been blocking those frame traps so well, so Infiltration had to delay that so far.
Caught him flinching. Now, V-trigger on deck for Infiltration, tries to force the mix-up, and Yukadon's out of there. Although he does have it met. Oh, man, that could have been critical art. You gotta watch out for it. He gets it.
But that should
Critical
be
art.
critical art. And there it is, Yukadon gonna go up 2-1 versus Infiltration.
Just like that. Favorite for EVO now down to possibly.
You know what? I said this before. Like I said, he's probably thought about this matchup. You know, man, if I had that chance to play him again, this is what I'd do. And it's paying off. He's up 2-1 versus Infiltration.
Also had to play through the loser bracket, played L.I. Joe. In another match, he's played it so many times, he might be warm in Infiltration, just sitting there, didn't get a chance to think about it. Had to play directly after that, winners
I bet you
finals.
a lot of the audience thinking maybe Infiltration is going to bust out a secret surprise character. No, he's going to stick with Nash the whole entire way.
And he's locked in at this point. Yukadon could be the one to take him out.
Oh,
Huge job. Infiltration with the lead. Now, lots of offense for him this game. Pressure.
yeah.
Other side, and gets the tragedy assault. Bit of a scramble, but Yukadon gets the best.
And he's going to confirm into the V-trigger, and that is going to be enough to take that round. Infiltration trying to tie it up 2 versus 2.
It was great recognition to see that in that situation he can end with tragedy assault instead of spending any kind of meter of his own. He gets to steal some instead.
Again, throwing out that stand medium punch, always buffering it in the Sonic side, just in case the opponent dashes forward into the punch.
Just looking out for it constantly, anti-air.
Yeah, hit him out of the air, unfortunately, but still able to hit it the second time, close the stun now. Trying to figure out a way to get in there, but nice job from Infiltration, playing defense until he found his opening, and again, that air-to-air.
Yeah, there's a counter sweep from Yukadon. Lots of gauge and has a huge advantage in this round.
Ooh, okay, blocking that again. Kind of a delayed frame trap.
No anti-air, stays in the front, block from Infiltration, but he's trying to claw back into this round, and he's not too far away.
Ooh, what a
Block
block.
punish, doesn't use critical art just yet. It wouldn't have killed.
Yeah, so he wants to make sure.
Oh, you see the super delay from Infiltration. Did he
Oh,
get
did
him?
he get him? He did. He did.
That's a round for him, just like that. So now match point Yukadon over Razor's Infiltration. Favorite to win EVO in so many people's eyes. Could go down here in losers finals.
Is Yukadon going to perform the upset of Evolutions? Oh, wow. So now Infiltration says, you know what? Anything you can do, I can do better.
Lands it. It's going to be a lead for him, a nice 40%.
Yep, and again, they're both at no meters, so they're both going to be building it up at the same rate.
Man, the buttons for Infiltration, so solid on the ground. Oh, huge chance. Yes, Infiltration. So close to putting this to the final game. Gets hit in the front, though. This is a big chance for Yukadon. Block on the frame trap from Infiltration, and now the chase down. It's going to be tough. He's got to make his way in all the way against Infiltration. No anti-air either.
He's in, catches him a little bit low, but nothing after that.
Oh,
Beats him.
there it is.
They both went for the towards medium kick. Infiltration's one out. Caught Yukadon by surprise, and then Yukadon got caught by the crouching medium kick, and now Infiltration tying it up 2-2 here in losers finals. Ready to go. Gonna go right back into it. Here it is. Last game. Infiltration. Nash versus Nash. Yukadon. Let's go.
We'll see if he can do it. Which Nash is going to move into grand finals of EVO against Fudo. Missed the confirm, was slightly too far for the second hit. And again, poor liking from Infiltration. So slippery, so aware of the surroundings. Dash up, finds
Yukadon
the
getting
hit.
in there. Yep. Getting the counter hit, and then the throw. Is he
Bad
gonna go for
spot
another
to be
one?
in. Infiltration has done that a few times already. Just dash out of the corner, punish on the boom with the V trigger.
I like that he knew he had enough time to forward dash after that V trigger. We've seen it whip a bunch of times between these two guys earlier. Oh, again, same setup. He knows that that's not he has enough time to neutral jump past that sonic boom.
And confirm again, Infiltration with the pressure. Corner for himself, just needs one more, but Yukadon anti-air. And also Yukadon. Critical art on deck. You have to be so afraid. If Infiltration gets hit by anything, it's going to be death. At this point in the anti-air, forward light kick again. So key on the spacing, because had it been a jump in, it was death.
Yeah, but that was so late. That was so late. I almost felt like he hit it too late, but the trade shows that Infiltration's going to go take it, and Yukadon is just going to go and spin the meter right away. He wants to take that lead. He wants to put Infiltration on his toes right away. Give him enough time to build up some super meter back for that third round that he's so confident to getting to. Oh no!
What a drop! Man, that's tough. And now Infiltration building a lot of meter for himself, sitting on this trigger as well.
Ooh, neutral jump here. Great block from Yukadon. Trying to chase down Yukadon as Infiltration.
Air to air is great. Put himself in the perfect positioning to have it. Jump over, and he lands it. Final round. Losers final is going to the last round here. Razor's Infiltration versus Yukadon in the Nash mirror to see who's going to go to grand finals of EVO.
Against Fudo. Now, here's the situation. Infiltration has a lot more meter than Yukadon, but Yukadon, see, he spent that meter early.
Oh, what a
he just
reaction
goes
from
for it.
him. Saw it so quickly, 40% lead. Immediate from Infiltration, has pressure for himself as well. And Yukadon, got to be careful in this situation. Back throw and Infiltration with the lead.
And now he's going to be able to be-trigger and get the punish as well. And dashing in there, catching him with those sights and the crouching medium kick.
What an answer. He walked up so slow to get it. Pressure.
And
Throws
him out
it.
for the reversal. Here comes Yukadon. Block the overhead. Infiltration has blocked those overheads in so many clutch moments.
Anti-air has V-trigger on deck. Got to be careful if you're Yukadon.
Jab checking. Oh, again, that towards light kick.
Other side, blocks from Yukadon, staying clutch, and you gotta, man, that critical art on deck from Yukadon, it's terrifying. Infiltration has so few options that won't be punished by it.
Wow, he goes for that, and then he throws a sonic boom. Wow.
So risky in this last moment is Infiltration. The dash up, he could have confirmed, but no. Now Yukadon still back to the corner, Infiltration. The throw! It's not enough, he gets the jab over it. Infiltration stays alive on the brink of defeat.
I saw a reversal come out from Yukadon. He did something, but it didn't work.
What if it was the critical art? It could have been it just like that. It was a jab from Infiltration. Now, he's going to be playing against his teammate, Razor Fudo, in grand finals of EVO after so close to losing that match and being eliminated